Hello friends, good evening, welcome to NEET World. This is your Abhilash Sir, Mathematics faculty for EAP Set, KSET, JEE and also Foundation. So, we are continuing with class 10 Polynomials chapter for CBSE. So, in the previous class, what did we do? We did something called division algorithm. Actually, I should tell the division algorithm now, but actually based on the division algorithm, we have already solved certain questions. Now, what we have to do is, please let us recollect what we did in the last class. What did we do? We learned that one important thing, okay, if remainder is 0, okay, if I divide, see here, if I divide p of x, that is dividend, by g of x, okay, and if remainder turns out to be 0, and if remainder is 0, okay, is 0, then we can say that what we can say that the divisor g of x is a factor of dividend, that is p of x, that is g of x is a factor of p of x. This is what we can say, friends. Alright, this is one thing we learned, and based on it we solved some of the questions yesterday, and also I had given a homework question. Okay, I hope you remember. I hope some of you must have solved. Alright, now let us solve those questions. Solve that question which I had given as homework. But before that, I would like to tell you something about division algorithm. Okay, based on the division algorithm, we will be solving a question today. So, I will tell you something about division algorithm. So, what is division algorithm? See here, division algorithm. Euclid's division lemma or division algorithm, all these things you would have learned. I will reiterate again. Division algorithm. Suppose p of x is dividend, g of x is divisor, all right, and q of x is quotient, r of x is remainder, r of x is remainder. Then how can you represent this? Then you can write it as what? P of x, if you divide by g of x, okay, you will get quotient, that is q of x, and remainder, it may be 0 or whatever, okay, what you get here, that is nothing but r of x remainder. Now, how can you represent this? As per division algorithm, this can be written as, see here, dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. So, if I write it in terms of p of x, g of x, q of x and r of x, this becomes what? Dividend is p of x, divisor is g of x, into quotient is q of x, plus remainder is what? R of x. Right? This is the division algorithm which you have to remember definitely. Okay, this is the division algorithm, friends. Now, let us see the question which you had to solve now. So, we have to solve the third question. So, what is the third question they have given? If x square plus 3x plus 1 is the first polynomial and second polynomial is given, x to the power of 5 minus 4x cube plus x square plus 3x plus 1. They are asking, is first polynomial is the factor of second polynomial. That means what? We have to take g of x. This is third question. That is x square. We have to take what? We have to take g of x as what? We have to take g of x is this one. G of x is equal to what? G of x is equal to x square plus 3x plus 1. What about p of x? That is dividend. Dividend is p of x is x to the power of 5 minus 4x cube plus x square plus 3x plus 1. Okay. To find whether g of x is a factor of p of x, we have to divide p of x by g of x, and if we get the remainder as 0, then definitely g of x is a factor of p of x. If remainder is not 0, then g of x is not a factor of p of x. So, let us divide first. Okay. So, this becomes what, friends? X to the power of 5 minus 4x cube is there, that is there is no term of x to the power of 4. I can write it as 0 x to the power of 4 minus 4x cube plus x square plus 3x plus 1. Okay. Now, if I divide by g of x is what? X square plus 3x plus 1, x square plus 3x plus 1. Okay. X to the power of 5 is there. So, x to the power of 5, if I divide by x square, what I have? I will get it as x cube. Okay, so I should multiply by x cube here. So x cube into x square is x to the power of 5. All right. Now 3x into x cube is 3x square. 3 into x to the power of 4. Okay. 1 into x cube is 1x cube plus 1x cube. Okay. All right. Now what I can do? Put the opposite signs. So this will cancel. This will be minus 3x to the power of 4 because 0 doesn't make sense for us. So this is what? Minus 4x cube minus 1x cube. This is nothing but minus 5x cube plus x square. Okay. Now what we have? Minus 3x to the power of 4. Minus 3x to the power of 4 divided by x square gives us what? If I cancel, this gives us minus 3x square. So I should write here what? Minus 3x square. Okay. So if I multiply, what I get? X square into x square is x to the power of 4. Okay. Minus 3, this will be minus 3 only. Okay. What about this? 3 into 3 is minus 9. Okay. Minus 9. X into x square is x cube plus 1 into minus 3x square is minus 3x square. Now if I will put the opposite sign, this will be plus, this will be plus, and this will be plus. All right. Now what I can do? This will become 0, cancelled. 9 minus 5 is 4x cube. Okay. 3 plus 1 is 4x square plus 3x plus what I have? 3x plus what I have? 3x. Now this 4x cube I have to divide by x square, correct? No, 4x cube I have to divide by x square. If I divide by x square, what I will get? I will get it as 4x. So here what I have to write? I have to write 4x. So this will become what? 4x cube plus 3 4s are 12, 12x square, okay, plus 4x. All right. Now subtract this, that is put opposite signs. So this will cancel, this will cancel, this will become minus 12 plus 4 is minus 8x square, okay, minus x plus 1. So minus 8x square divided by x square cancel, I will have minus 8 only. Okay. Now this minus 8 will come here. So I have to multiply x square by minus 8. This will become what? Minus 8x square. Okay. Minus 3 into 8 is minus 24x plus into minus minus 8. So what do I get here? This plus, this will be plus, and this will also be plus. So what do I get here? This will be cancelled. Plus 24 minus x is 23x. Okay. And I have plus 9. Okay. Definitely remainder. Here remainder, what happens here? Here remainder is equal to, remainder what we got is equal to 23x plus 9, okay, which is not equal to 0. Therefore g of x, that is first polynomial, g of x, or you can write it as first polynomial, g of x is not the factor of second polynomial, that is p of x. Is it clear, friends? Like this we have to solve. Okay, I hope it is clear. Like this we have to solve this question. So have a look at it. First one, what we did is here, first question and second question we got remainder 0. Okay, I think we got the remainder 0. So what happened? Then g of x is a factor of p of x. But when it comes to third question, we didn't get the remainder 0. That means g of x is not a factor of p of x. Clear? Let us move to the next question, friends. I hope it is clear. Let us move to the next question. So this is a different kind of question that they have given. Okay, obtain all other zeros of, okay, p of x is given 3x square plus 6x cube minus 2x square minus 10x minus 5. If two of its zeros are root 5 by 3 and minus root 5 by 3. Okay. So first what they have given is p of x, what they have given is, see here, p of x what they have given is, that is 3x to the power of 4 plus 6x cube minus 2x square minus 10x minus 5. So here x to the power of 4 means here degree is 4. If the degree is 4 means we should have what? You should have how many zeros? You should have 4 zeros. That is the basic I told you in the class. If you have 4 degree is 4, then if you will have at most 4 zeros. Correct? No. If the degree is 5, we will have at most 5 zeros. If the degree is 6, we will have at most 6 zeros. So here also we should have 4 zeros. Now what will happen? 2 zeros are given. That means what? Suppose in a question, if you have got x is equal to 2 and x is equal to minus 2, so what will the previous step will be x minus 2 into x plus 2. This is what we have. So what will the quadratic equation be? I am going reverse. So this will become what? X square minus 4. This will be the quadratic equation, a plus b into a minus b. For this, if we write it like this, then further we will get it as x is equal to 2, x minus 2. So I got x is equal to root 5 by 3, x is equal to minus root 5 by 3. So if they are the zeros, That means what? X is equal to root 5 by 3 and x is equal to minus root 5 by 3. If they are the zeros, then what are the factors? Then if I bring it this side, x minus root 5 by 3, okay, and if I bring it this side to LHS, x plus root 5 by 3 are factors of p of x. So here x minus 2, x plus 2 are factors of x square minus 4. Okay. So similarly, x minus 5, x minus root 5 by 3, x plus root 5 by 3 are factors of p of x. So if I multiply this, what I will get? If I multiply this, what I will get? With that, if I divide p of x, I will get another quadratic equation. Another quadratic equation means another degree which is having 2, another degree which is having 2 means another 2 zeros. Okay. So first let us multiply this, x minus root 5 by 3 into x plus root 5 by 3. Okay, x minus root 5 by 3 into x plus root 5 by 3. This is nothing but what? A plus b, this a minus b into a plus b. That is nothing but equal to what, friends? A square minus b square. Alright, a square minus b square. So this becomes what? X square minus root 5 by 3 whole square. So whole square. This becomes what? Equal to x square minus root 5 by 3 whole square, right? So this is entire root. Okay, root is for entire thing, not just 5, entire thing. Okay, make correction. So this will become out square root of root 5 by 3 whole square is square root and 2 will cancel. We will get it as x square by x square minus 5 by 3 will get it. X square minus 5 by 3 will get it. So x square minus 5 by 3 will get it. This is nothing but what? This is nothing but this is a factor of p of x. Okay, this is a factor of p of x. That means what? Let us take this as g of x. Let us take this as g of x and let us divide p of x by g of x. What is the quotient we will get? That also again we will factorize. Then we will get another 2 zeros. Okay. So first what we should do? Okay. First what we should do? First we will get the g of x. If you multiply this, if you bring it this side, if you make the factors and if you multiply this, we will get g of x. Okay. Then for p of x, if you divide it by g of x, we will get another quadratic equation. That quadratic equation if we solve, we will get another 2 zeros. Okay, that's all. Then the question is done. Okay, so let us solve this. So what is p of x is given? P of x that is given is here. What is the p of x that is given? So 3x to the power of 4, 3x to the power of 4 plus 6x cube minus 2x square minus 10x minus 5. Alright. Now this we have to divide by what? We have to divide by g of x. What is the g of x? We got x square minus 5 by 3. X square minus 5 by 3. Just because it's in fraction, no need to get scared. Easily we can solve. X square minus 5 by 3. Let me write it here. X square minus 5 by 3. Okay. Now here we have 3x to the power of 4. Correct? No, here we have 3x to the power of 4. If you divide by x square, what we will get? We will get 3x square. So I am writing these steps for you to understand. Otherwise, directly I can write it. So this will be 3x square. X square into x square is x to the power of 4. 3 into x square is this is 3. Okay, this will become minus 5 by 3. Okay, 5 by 3 into what is there? 5 minus 5 by 3 into 3 is here. 5 by 3 minus 5 by 3 into 3x square. What I will get, friends? 3 and 3 will cancel. I will get it as minus 5x square. So here I will get what? Minus 5x square. Okay, here I will get it as what? Minus 5x square. Here actually there is no, I will get it as what? Minus 5x square. I should write it here. Under x square I should write it. Minus 5x square. Got it? This will be minus 5x square. Now if I put minus, okay, here also I will put minus. This will be plus. Now this will become what? This will be actually plus 0x cube. I can write it 0x cube. Okay, plus 0x cube. Nothing is there means. So this will become what? This and this will cancel. 6 minus 0 is 6 itself. 6x cube. Okay, plus 5 minus 2 is plus 3x square minus 10x. Minus 10x. Now we have 6x cube. If you divide by x square, okay, what we will get? X square cancel. We will get it as 6x. Okay, we will get it as 6x. So I should write what here? I should write 6x. So x square into x is 6x cube. Okay, this is rough sheet. Okay, in rough sheet or whatever the rough page or rough space where you use, you can use this space for this calculation so that it becomes easy and you can do it very accurately and you will not do it wrong. Okay, otherwise you can write directly if you are confident, but please use this method so that it becomes easy for you to calculate. Minus 5 by 3 into 6x. So 3 1s are 3 2s are, this gives me what? Minus 10x. Now easily I can write what here? Minus what it is? Minus 10x. Easily I can write what? Minus 10x. Here it is 0x square. Got it? Now I will put minus here. Okay, I will put minus here. I will put plus here. Okay, this will cancel, and this is plus minus. This also will cancel. 3x square I will have. Okay, 3x square minus 0 is 3x square only. 3x square. Okay, what I have? 3x square minus 5. So x square if I divide 3x square if I divide by x square, I will get it as just 3. Okay, so this will become what? X square into x square is 3x square. Now minus 5 by 3 into 3 is nothing but 5 itself. Now I have to put opposite signs. It should be plus. Cancel, cancel. I will get it as what? 0. I got the remainder as 0. Now what I got? Quotient. Okay, what I got? Quotient. Q of x is what I got? I got it as 3x square plus 6x plus 3. Okay, this if I factorize this, what are the roots if I get? What are the zeros if I get? That will be the zeros of what? The zeros of this quotient is also the zeros of the dividend. That is what we will get it. So if I factorize this, what I will get? This will be actually 3x square means 9 product is 9 and sum is 3. So I can write it as what? 3x square plus 3x plus 3x plus 3. This will be 3 into x square plus 1. Okay, plus what I can write it? 3 into x square. 3 into x. I can write this as, wait, just a minute. Not x square plus 1. I should write it as what? I should write it as 3x into x plus 1 plus 3 into x plus 1. This becomes what? X plus 1 into 3x plus 3. So this becomes what? If I equate it to 0, x will become equal to minus 1, x will become equal to minus 3 by 3, that will be equal to minus 1 only. So the other two zeros are, the other two zeros are minus 1 and minus 1. Okay, first we got, they have given the first two zeros. So using that we got the factors, that is x minus root 5 by 3, x minus root of x plus root of 5 by 3, that we multiplied and we got g of x. P of x is already given. So p of x divided by g of x, we got quotient. That quotient is this one. This quotient, if we by splitting the middle term, if you find out the roots, that is nothing but the zeros, we will get another two zeros. The other two zeros are minus 1 and another one is also minus 1. That's all is the question, friends. Okay, I hope it is clear. Let us move to the next one, friends. I hope it is clear. I have explained it elaborately. Let us move to the next question, friends. So here what they have given is, on dividing x cube minus 3x square plus x plus 2 by a polynomial g of x, the quotient and remainder were x minus 2 and minus 2x plus 1. They are asking us to find g of x. Okay, what they have given here? First of all, they have given p of x. P of x is what? P of x is x cube minus 3x square plus x plus 2. Okay, this is p of x. Then they are telling quotient. Quotient is q of x. Quotient is what? X minus 2, because they are given respectively. And what about r of x? That is remainder. Remainder is minus 2x plus 4. Okay, what about g of x? We don't know g of x. They are asking us to find g of x. Then how to find g of x? We know that according to division algorithm. According to division algorithm. According to division algorithm, what we can do is, we know that p of x can be written as equal to g of x into q of x, that is dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder, that is r of x. Now just I have to put the values and calculate. Okay, just I have to put the values and calculate. Okay, so see here, p of x is what? X cube. P of x is x cube minus 3x square plus x plus 2. Okay, g of x is, we don't know. What is q of x? Q of x is what? Q of x is what, friends? Q of x is x minus 2. Okay, what is r of x? R of x is minus 2x plus 4. Minus 2x plus 4 is r of x. Here plus is there, here multiplication is there. This plus sign, if I bring it this side, it will get subtracted. So this will become what? X cube minus 3x square plus x plus 2. This will become what? if I bring it this one, sign will change, this will become plus 2x minus 4, okay, is equal to g of x into x minus 2. This is what I have. Now, if I see this, x square minus 3x square, x plus 2x is 3x, x cube minus 3x square, okay, x plus 2x is plus 3x, okay, plus 2 minus 4 is minus 2. This is what g of x into x minus 2. Now, I want only g of x. So, what I can do, friends? What I can do? This will become what? I can write it as x cube minus 3x square plus 3x minus 2. If I bring this down, this will become what? X minus 2. This will be equal to what? This will be equal to g of x. So, what I should do? I should divide numerator by denominator, then only I will get g of x. So, how to do that? Let me keep it here. So, let me keep it here. See here, this will become what? X minus 2. I have to divide by what? I have to divide p of x, that is, this is what I got, this is not p of x, this ultimately I got one polynomial. This polynomial I have to divide by this denominator polynomial, then I will get g of x. Okay. So, that is what? X cube minus 3x square, okay, plus 3x minus 2. Okay. X cube is there, here x is there. So, if I divide, what I should write here? X cube, not x cube, x square. So, this will become x cube, okay, minus 2x square. So, here it will be minus, here it will be plus, opposite signs I am writing. Okay. This will become what? Cancelled. Now, minus 3 plus 2 is minus x square plus 3x. Okay. So, minus x square by x is nothing but equal to minus x. So, this I will get it as minus x. X into x is minus x square. Okay. Minus into minus is plus, 2 into x is 2x. Now, I have to write what? I have to write opposite signs plus, this will be minus. What I will get? This will get cancelled. 3 minus 2 is x. Okay. I will get it as what? X minus 2. So, x and x, it is nothing but 1. I will write it as plus 1. X into 1 is x, minus 2 into 1 is minus 2. So, what I will get? I will get cancelled. This, if I put my opposite sign, this will get cancelled. I will get 0. Okay. I will get 0. Now, what I got here? X minus 2. What I got the value here? This quotient what I got here? This itself is g of x. This itself is g of x. Okay. On dividing this, what I got? And dividing this, what I got? X cube minus 3x square plus 3x minus 2 by x minus 2 is equal to nothing but what I got? That is x square minus x plus 1. This is nothing but equal to g of x. This itself is g of x. We got the g of x value as what? X square minus x plus 1. Okay. Clear, friends? This is how you solve this question. The value of g of x is what? X square minus x plus 1. Okay. The value of g of x is what? X square minus x plus 1. Is it clear, friends? X square minus x plus 1. Clear? Using the division algorithm, that is why in the beginning itself I told you, I explained you what is division algorithm. So, x square minus x plus 1 is equal to g of x. Clear? This is how you solve this question. Okay. Let me look at another question. What is there? I think that is it when it comes to, I think one more question is there, we will solve in the next class. Okay. In that question, they were given degree of polynomial, all these things. We will do it again because already I explained degree. Then that question, solving that question becomes easy. We have to write the example, then write the degree. Okay. No problem, we will do that. Now, in exercise 2.4, there is cubic polynomial. Okay. Already, let me explain. Here. There is something called cubic polynomial. I think it is optional in your exercise, but sometimes in the examination they can give, because from R.D. Sharma, R.S. Agarwal, there is cubic polynomial questions. So, I will tell you the basics of cubic polynomial which is required, and also we will solve some questions. So, when it comes to quadratic polynomial, what we have? So, we have quadratic polynomial p of x. P of x is given by what? P of x is given by ax square plus bx plus c. Okay, this is what we have. Now, if alpha and beta are zeros, what is the relation between zeros and coefficient that we have, friends? That is sum of zeros. That is sum of zeros is what? Sum of zeros is alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a. Okay. Product of zeros. Based on this, one exercise is there. We already solved the question. Product of zeros is what? Alpha into beta. That is nothing but equal to what, friends? That is equal to c by a. Correct? That is c by a. Right? Now, this is for quadratic polynomial. This is what? Quadratic polynomial. Quadratic polynomial means what? X is having the power of 2, that means there will be 2 zeros. Now if I take cubic polynomial, x is having the power of 3, there should be 3 zeros. Okay, so let us take cubic polynomial. P of x is what? Ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. Okay, this is what? Cubic polynomial. This is cubic polynomial. Okay, this is cubic polynomial. This will have how many zeros? This will have how many zeros, friends? This will have 3 zeros because it is cubic. So let the zeros be what? Alpha, beta, and another one is what? Alpha, beta, another one 0 is what? Alpha, beta, and gamma. It is almost like y. We will write it like this. Are the zeros. Okay, are the zeros of p of x. Let us write it like this. Now, similar to this, sum of the zeros, product of the zeros, like that. Okay, product of zeros taken two at a time, and sum of product of zeros taken 2 at a time, and product of the zeros, we have some relation. Let me write down this relation. Okay, I will explain in detail how that relation comes in the next class. Now you understand. If alpha, beta, and gamma are the zeros of the equation, then what will happen? Then x minus alpha into x minus beta into x minus gamma are factors of p of x, Okay, then ultimately p of x can be written as what? P of x can be written as x cube minus alpha plus beta plus gamma x square, okay, plus alpha beta, beta gamma, gamma alpha into x minus what is that? Minus alpha beta gamma. This is what we will get it. If you simplify this, we will get it in this form. Now for this, if I write sum of the zeros, okay, what I will get is sum of the zeros is equal to what? Sum of the zeros is equal to minus b by a. For this I will get sum of the zeros is equal to minus b by a. Product of the zeros, that is product of the zeros, sum of product of zeros. I should take it as sum of, this is sum of the zeros, this is sum of product of the zeros taken 2 at a time. Sum of product of zeros taken, sum of 0 is alpha plus beta plus gamma. Okay, sum of product of zeros taken 2 at a time. Is, that is alpha beta, beta gamma plus gamma alpha is equal to what? Okay, taken 2 at a time. Here we got minus b by a. Okay, this will be equal to what? This will be equal to c by a. Okay, now just take product of the zeros, that is alpha beta gamma, that is product of the zeros. See in your NCERT, although this is an optional exercise, but still questions are coming. They can ask cubic polynomial and it will be useful in other chapters also. Even if they given case study based question, you should be in a position to solve. That's why having some additional knowledge is no harm. So let us learn cubic polynomial also. Is it clear, friends? Now have a look at this product of the zeros. Product of the zeros is what? That is nothing but alpha, beta, gamma. That is nothing but what? Minus is there. So minus what? Minus d by a. That is constant is d minus d by a. Here it is like this. So it starts with minus b by a here, minus b by a, okay, plus c by a and minus d by a, minus b by a plus c by a, okay, and minus d by a, like this it goes on. Okay, this is how you solve cubic polynomial. This is how you get the factors of cubic polynomial. If you simplify, you will get it in quadratic equation or cubic polynomial in this equation, in this form. Okay, not the quadratic, cubic polynomial, you will get it in this form. That is p of x, you will get it in this form. That is x cube minus alpha plus beta plus gamma x square plus alpha beta, beta gamma, gamma alpha into x. That is product of zeros taken 2 at a time minus product of zeros alpha beta gamma. Now if you take relation between zeros and coefficient, sum of the zeros is alpha plus beta plus gamma, that is minus b by a. Then sum of product of zeros taken 2 at a time, that is what? Alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma delta is c by a. Next is what? Product of the zeros, that is alpha beta gamma, that is equal to minus d by a. Okay, all right, like this you have to solve these questions. Is it clear, friends? Okay, this is the basics when it comes to cubic polynomial. Okay, in the next class we will solve some questions based on cubic polynomial, and then we will go to what? Then we will go to reference books question like R.D. Sharma, R.S. Agarwal and Didcot. What we will be doing? NCERT questions are done. Based on those NCERT questions, based on those concepts only, we will do some advanced question. Okay, little complicated questions. It is so called complicated, but we will simplify it and we will learn some advanced question, so that it becomes very much thorough for you and you will be very confident to face any such questions from the chapter of polynomials, okay, to solve the questions. And also we will solve case study based questions, most important case study based questions, all the case study based question and also previous year questions from the polynomials chapter, so that comprehensively polynomials chapter will be done, and then later we will go on to next chapter. Like this we will be doing for all the chapters. So please stay tuned for NEET World, and every day the classes will be coming, premiering on NEET World channel at 7 p.m. So please do like, share and subscribe for NEET World for more such quality content. Thank you. Take care.